What if Antarctica melted completely? For most of history, Antarctica was humanity's least favorite continent, a frozen, white reminder that nature doesn't care about your Wi-Fi signal. But then came climate change, and for the first time, someone asked the question, what if all that ice just melted? Let's start with the math. Antarctica holds around 26.5 million gigatons of ice. If it melted, global sea levels would rise by about 58 meters. That's enough to drown every coastal city, every beach resort, and most of your favorite influencers. Florida, gone. London, a coral reef. Australia, reduced to the Sydney archipelago. Congratulations! Earth just unlocked Waterworld DLC. At first, humanity tried optimism. Architects designed floating cities. Billionaires built yachts the size of countries. Politicians called it a temporary aquatic inconvenience. But soon reality sank, literally. The oceans expanded, swallowing continents like a slow blue monster. Meanwhile, the melted water didn't just raise the sea, it rewrote the planet's balance. The sudden weight shift made Earth wobble on its axis. Days got a few milliseconds longer. GPS stopped working. Satellites missed their targets. Time zones became performance art. Somewhere, a physicist quietly had a breakdown. With oceans everywhere, weather went feral. Storms grew monstrous, feeding on the new heat. Hurricanes reached the poles, and blizzards became nostalgic myths. The global temperature stabilized at steam room. Humanity discovered that the only thing worse than freezing to death is sweating to extinction. And the ecosystems? Oh, they adapted, creatively. Jellyfish became the dominant life form, thriving in acidic soup. Polar bears went extinct, but penguins migrated north and took over Iceland, forming the world's first penguin republic. Crocodiles returned to London's flooded underground, achieving their long-awaited dream of public transportation. Economies collapsed, of course. Insurance companies rebranded as historical societies. Nations redrew borders on floating maps. The last functioning currency became fresh water, traded by weight and hoarded like diamonds. Meanwhile, the rich fled to orbital colonies, where they spent their days pretending they missed sunsets. Eventually, the chaos settled, not because things got better, but because there was nowhere left to fall. Humanity became amphibious out of necessity. Entire generations were born on boats, never seeing land. Civilization transformed into a drifting archipelago of memory and regret. A few scientists tried rebuilding Antarctica by freezing seawater back into glaciers. It almost worked, until the AI managing the process realized melting it again was more energy efficient. The planet sighed and continued evaporating. Now, centuries later, explorers diving into the drowned ruins of cities find strange fossils. Streetlights, laptops, a Starbucks cup preserved like amber. The ocean has become a museum curated by irony. And deep beneath the waves, Antarctica, now the warmest place on Earth, whispers softly through the current, "I told you I was important." Next, what if? What if the moon turned out to be a surveillance device?